guys, this is Matt with another video for you today. I just wanted to share my experiences going to DJ's Collectibles down in Hanford, California. DJ's Collectibles has been my local comic book shop for a little bit over a decade. So I started off going over there getting the single trade issues. From there I started getting my graphic novels from DJ's Collectibles as well. Nowadays, it takes really something very interesting for me to want to go ahead and go through and collect the single issue books. I just don't have the, honestly, I just don't have the patience to sit there and wait issue by issue. It takes a while for me. I'd prefer to read the whole entire thing in one go. But the reason why I went to DJ's Collectibles is, by the way, if you haven't gone to DJ's Collectibles and you live in the 559 area, I highly recommend you go. They have all sorts of things regarding graphic novels. They got tons of great figurines, including, NECA toys or anything within that category. They also do have Funko Pops too as well if you're interested in that. But like I said, I've been going there for some time now, and I decided to make another trip. The reason why I make this trip is because within the past couple weeks, I've been seeing videos here and there about a book that's been out for some time now called Grommets. And as far as I know right now, they're up to 6 out of 7 right now. The 7th issue is supposed to come out around the end of February, roughly. But anyways, Grommets, if you're not too familiar, it's a book by Rick Remender and Brian Posehn. And the thing that caught my eye about this was just for one, it's set in the 1980s. And it's about skate culture, so you see all sorts of references to the Bones Brigade and, things of that nature. Or Powell Peralta or anything like that. Those old school brands back from that time, as well as the music references. I think that's the number one thing that caught my eye as far as what pulled me in. And there's references to Suicidal Tendencies. There's references to DRI. There's even metal references regarding the Scorpions or Judas Priest or anything like that, as well as references to old skaters as well. But essentially, Grommets seemed like the coming-of-age story that I never got, that should have been maybe turned into a movie in the 80s. That's the kind of vibe that I got from it. So I went down to DJ's Collectibles in search of Grommets. And Grommets, as far as Grommets was concerned, they had issues 3 through 5. And that's absolutely fine. And normally, if I have the middle issues and I don't have the one starting from 1, I don't usually read them until I get everything going. I feel like that's what everybody does, but I was so stoked to get those books that I couldn't help but pick up one of the books and start reading. And from there, I was completely hooked into the story and what was being presented to me at the time. And it just was a lot of fun. And I used to skateboard a little bit back in the day, so may it not have been my time period, but I could relate to some of the stuff that happens in the story to some degree. So that was really warming. If you go ahead and check it out, you'll also see that the artwork is super great as well. So I just wanted to let that be known. I ended up getting issues 3 through 5, and like I said, I read through a couple of them, and they're great. So then eventually I ended up getting issues 1, 2, and 6 at another comic book shop, and went back and started from 1 and reread the issues that I had already read as well. So I completely went through the series up to 6 at this point. So from what I've heard, the issue is going to be an annual size, so it's going to be a pretty thick book as far as I know. And like I said, I believe it comes out sometime in February, around that ballpark area. So I can't wait to see where they're going to go with this. And like I said, normally I don't get single issue books, but this book seems so cool that I had to get my hands up on it. So I just want to thank DJs for also as well allowing me to film inside the store, and I feel like for the most part I got some pretty solid shots in there. And considering that my battery was pretty low, I feel like I did a pretty good job on. So, and also as well, thank you for having those books on hand or supplying me with those books. And if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you like what we do, and as far as the comic book realm, all things we do is pop culture, may it be movies, music, comics, toys sometimes, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and there'll be plenty more where that came from. I'll catch you next time.